But honestly, can the markets and the economy handle higher interest rates right now? So it's not going to be good for the government's fiscal budget either, not just for consumers and businesses. But to me, I'm just going to speak honestly here. Like, it'll be strange to be in an environment where they're raising interest rates to slow down inflation, but while at the same time, they continue to print billions of dollars. So yeah, they're not printing trillions of dollars right now, but yeah, they're continuing to print billions, which is of course inflationary. So I see all this as smoke and mirrors because that's the reality of the situation, like, is it not? But listen, just so you have the story absolutely crystal clear, it's the rising inflation rate that's creating all this talk of the Federal Reserve needing to raise interest rates. So the rate of inflation, according to the CPI reports in May, was 3.8%. So that's the highest it's been in about 3 years. So I want you to take a look at that jump in the rate of inflation. It went from 2.4% in February to 3.3% in March to 3.8% in April. So the May figure is coming out this Wednesday. The expectation is that for May, the rate of inflation is going to come in at 4.2%. But you know what? I want to finish out the details of the jobs reports, and I want to point this out. They're saying that the rate of inflation is going to come in at a rate of 4.2% for May, right? It might come in lower, it might come in higher, but that's the expectation. And I want to show you this from the jobs report. They're saying that Americans are seeing that their pay increase is going up at a rate of 3.4%. Okay, so I see that as a problem. You have inflation running at 4.2%, according to the CPI. The real rate of inflation is probably much higher. And then you have Americans seeing wage growth at 3.4%. So I believe that this data, it clearly shows that the situation is just degrading for everyday Americans. Like, it's in the data, it's right in front of our faces. Now, in terms of what jobs are being added, social assistance added 12,000 jobs in May. Healthcare added 35,000 jobs. Local governments added 55,000 jobs. Leisure and hospitality added 70,000 jobs. In terms of job losses, scientific research and development lost 3,900 jobs in May. Accounting lost 5,400 jobs in May. Air transportation lost 9,000 jobs. That's because of who. And financial activities lost 22,000 jobs in May. So that's a lot. Anyways, to recap the situation, the jobs report came in strong. So that means that the Federal Reserve, they don't have to cut interest rates to save the labor market because there's nothing to be saved, because the labor market apparently, according to the reports, is doing so well. Anyways, that's the situation. We'll see if anything changes from the CPI inflation report that's going to be released later this week, 2 days from now.